Today I'm going to be turning into Chance. So you're going to see beginning to end me transforming into crazy Chance and into a kind of carnival-esque kind of Chance that we're going to see this year at Halloween Horror Nights. And all the makeup is going to be done by my awesome sister, Ash. And there's going to be plenty of Corona Rita and plenty of dancing. Happy watching! I love it, look like a vampire. Okay. So we've been going to Halloween Horror Nights for a pretty long time now. We've been going since about 2002, but Ash didn't like it in the beginning.
I did not.
You wouldn't go into a house. We couldn't even get you to go into a scare zone at first.
Well, keep in mind, I was about 10, 11.
Child cruelty.
Yeah, absolute child cruelty.
So when
without even a fast pass.
Yeah. Yeah, no fast passes for us back then. But what was it? What year did you first go into a scare zone? Because it was quite soon after we started going.
We first went in 2002. The first scare zone I went in was 2003.
So you didn't wait that long to go into a scare zone?
No, I'm manned up after a year.
But we couldn't get you to go into a house until quite recently. It wasn't that long ago. So when did you first go into a house?
2014.
And what made you change your mind about going into the house?
Well, I used to be a big scaredy cat. And then when I started making the monsters, I became not afraid of the monsters.
So what was the first house that we went in?
First house that I've ever been in was Halloween.
And that's an awesome first house to experience. So what did you think?
I screamed the entire way through. But I loved it. They are my favourite type of houses, the IPs, because I'm a big movie buff. So anything that's based on one of the horror films I really enjoy. Because I feel like I'm in it. I am one with the characters. No touchy. No touchy. No matchy.
So you obviously did see some scare zones and you obviously saw some icons even though you weren't going in the houses.
Yes.
So what was your favourite scare zone ever of all the times that you've ever been, and what's your favourite scare zone?
All the times that I've been. I really liked All Night Dying last year. Like that, I think that's, I like that. And I think in 2003 there was like a harvest one. Like a cornfield. I can't remember what it was called for the life of me. But she's really bad with scarecrows and I find it the most funny time of my existence. It is lovely. Have you ever seen a 24-year-old nearly wet themselves? I have.
Yeah, fun time. Okay, so getting off the subject of scarecrows, what's been your favourite, or who's been even your favourite icon?
It's always been Jack, since the first time I saw him.
Yeah, even though you didn't like stuff that was going on, you did like Jack, especially at the Sweet 16.
Happy birthday, Sweet 16.
You did especially like him that year.
I did. He was my favourite. But now, I'm really excited to see where Chance goes, because I love Chance as well.
Chance is the best.
Hence the video today.
We love Chance.
So yeah, I'm excited to see a nice, strong female character come around in the world of horror.
Yes.
I think all us independent women need these.
So, when we first started going, Universal Studios had decided to move the event over to Islands of Adventure. And then one year they did it across 2 parks, so they did it at Islands and at Universal.
That was 15?
14, I think it was, maybe.
14?
It was either 14 or 15. We'll double check it and we'll put it in minutes. But did you feel like it was better at Islands of Adventure or better at both parks because there's more space, or do you like it at the original Universal?
I did enjoy it being 2 parks because, like you said, there was more space. There was less people going then, though.
Yeah, I feel like with the amount of people that go now, it would make sense to do it at 2 parks again, just like as a bit of crowd control. But I don't know if they'll ever do that again. But it was pretty cool.
It was, especially in the Lost Continent Mythos area. I can't even remember what scare zone it was or what year. I think it was 14. They had like trolls, and they used to drag the axes and stuff behind you in there, and that was creepy. I like that. I'm a nerd, I like trolls.
I love trolls.
Troll in the dungeon. Corona Rita break. You look like the Batman. The bat symbol.
The what?
The bat symbol in your eyes.
So what has been your favourite maze ever?
Favourite maze ever?
Yeah,
I
ever.
would say I really enjoyed 25 Years of Monsters and Mayhem last year.
Yeah, that was an awesome house.
Like everything mixed into one. Even though I hadn't been in a lot of the original mazes, I'd read up on a lot of them and seen walkthroughs on YouTube and stuff like that. So I knew what I was going through. and I really enjoyed it. I loved it. We went through it like 1,000 times, didn't we?
Yeah, I went out so many times.
We spent so much money on express passes every single time we went, just pretty much for that house.
Yeah, I think we went about maybe 5 or 6 times last year, maybe about 5. And we got an express pass pretty much every single time. So this year we were gonna get the frequent flyer with express already built into it, but we've decided to do an RIP tour on one night, and you basically get taken to the front of the queues anyway in that. And then what we're gonna do is we might buy express pass on one night and just kind of see how we get on. Because doing the RIP tour will mean that we get into every single house that we want to do anyway. So we won't really need the express pass maybe on the next night that we go, because we would have done everything already and we can just go back and do our favourites. So we probably will just do the RIP tour and maybe get an express pass on one night, and then that'll probably work out the best value for us this year rather than getting the frequent flyer with express built into it. They've got a new pass this year too that actually lets you into every single night that the event's on, rather than having like the rush of flyer and then the frequent flyer or the frequent flyer plus. This gets you into every single night that the event's on. So that's a really good ticket to have if maybe you live in Orlando or you're going to be there for the entire time that it's on, and you're super lucky, because I would love that.
This is how she looked after too many cocktails at the Hard Rock. Oh, bloody Amanda.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to tell the story for your viewers now.
Now if you want to hear that story, you can go into the Diz After Dark podcast. You can go on iTunes, you can go on Libsyn, anything that you can listen to a podcast on, you'll be able to hear this story on. And it was on the episode where we finished the Ultimate Disney Resort and we moved on to Ultimate Universal Resort. So if you go listen to it, you can hear all about that story. I'll leave a link in the description box so you can listen to it. It's quite embarrassing.
It's quite fantastic.
Embarrassing.
Fantastic. My favourite part of the holiday.
Leave it alone.
It does go.
Coronary tap. So you did a video on chance of makeup from Halloween Horror Nights 25.
Yes.
Do you prefer her look then, or do you prefer one of the looks that she's going to have this year? Because obviously this year she's going to have 2 looks.
Okay, right. I like her look better last year than her previous year when she did Carnival of Carnage with Jack. When it was just the white face and 2 little puffs of hair. And the New York accent.
Yeah, I didn't like that really.
I loved last year more than literally anything.
Yeah,
Like,
she's amazing.
hands down my favourite makeup. But I don't know, because I haven't actually seen her yet. I feel like maybe I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a chance.
She'll take a chance on chance. How funny.
Let's see what I did there. No, but I think I'll see. I'll see how we do. I don't know. I'm having quite fun making this makeup as we speak. So
Yeah, I think she's got two really cool looks this year. I did really like her look last year. But I think she looks pretty creepy this year, so I'm excited.
yeah, I think this year she's super creepy during this makeup, and I am really into because she's kind of stepped up and she's not the sidekick anymore. She's the ringmaster of the whole circus kind of thing. She looks more like a ringmaster, like Jack did.
Exactly.
So I do like it. I like the blues in her eyes and things like that. I like the new costume. I don't know, 25 will always hold a near and dear to my heart though. I think that's when I fell in love with Chance.
Yeah, I think that's when a lot of people really warmed to Chance and really thought, wow, I think that's probably why they've given her this year.
They've given her a chance?
They've given her a chance. I think that a lot of people really loved her last year, and I don't really think that anyone saw it coming that she was going to be the icon for this year. I think everyone was a little bit flawed by it. I think everyone was really happy with it. I haven't really heard.
Someone was expecting someone else, don't you?
Yeah, I was expecting the Usher. Like, I think a lot of people did really expect the Usher this year.
Well, I think maybe that was the red herring, the "I'll see you at 26" on the window.
You know what? I feel like I don't even think they've even decided.
I think they did, because they plan. Once they've opened the first night, they're already planning the next ones.
Well,
so I
who
think
knows?
once they saw the first reactions, they were like, yes, Chance.
yes, Chance.
Yes, Chance, slay.
However they decided it, I'm really glad that she is going to be the icon this year. I am just so excited.
Yeah, me too.
Time for some hair and costume.